Hello guys, how's it going? My name is Dal. Patch 10.26 is set to launch later this week, Tuesday for the region of NA and Wednesday for the region of EU. This means that we are finally getting some brand new content injected into Dragonflight after a long arduous wait for one of the Dragonflight's most secretive content updates thus far. But following 10.26, we've gotten the confirmation that Season 4 content will be going to the PTR shortly after. And it seems that even patch 10.27, the last major content update of Dragonflight before the next expansion, is setting itself towards PTR testing as well. As data miners have been able to find that 10.27 exists somewhere in the game's files, though we can't test it just yet. But we do know the brand new features are planned to go live with the Dragonflight's finale, which we may be seeing sooner than expected. Finally, the current ongoing Hearthstone event has gotten a few quality of life fixes so that all players participating have a way higher chance of finishing out their entire cosmetic collection, as the event even has had its duration extended for a handful more days. In today's video, I wanted to go over everything we know so far regarding the patch 10.27, scheduled announcement of the 10.26, and the changes to the recent Hearthstone in-game event. But right before that, most of you guys watching these kind of update videos are still not subscribed. However, the more of you remind, the more of you do, so let's keep it going. Subscribe to the channel and ring the bell if you're watching these videos anyway. Especially if you want to get more regular content regarding Dragonflight 10.25 or any future updates for patches like 10.26 or the War Within Alpha. First things first, we got patch 2.7 coming out sometime soon-ish, as data miners have been able to discover a brand new work-in-progress build for World of Warcraft. This time it was the patch 11.0 developer build that was recently renamed to patch 10.27, which is going to be the very last major update of the expansion of Dragonflight before the War Within pre-patch event. Just hearing about 10.27 is actually kind of exciting because that is very different and stark contrast to what we got to 10.26, which was radio silence, with Blizzard working on it the entire time, though without regular PTR updates or blue posts to keep us involved. With 10.26 approaching next reset, it's honestly nice to see that work has already begun on 10.27. Personally, I've always loved the amount of content that Dragonflight has thrown at us, and knowing that exciting new changes are on the horizon has been one of the best parts of this recent expansion. Patch 10.27 is titled Dark Heart, and will explore a new Harbinger questline, which is going to help lead us into the next expansion, and hopefully will help expand on Xal'atath a little bit more. Xal'atath being the elf figure that you could barely see at the end of the Dawn of the Infinite dungeon. The very same Xal'atath from Battle for Azeroth, though some Shadow Priests may know her better by the endearing Naifu moniker if you've played back in Legion. Xal'atath is going to be a primary character in the War Within expansion, and I'm excited to see what kind of story questions they got planned for her for the 10.27 update. Part of the patch 10.27 is also going to include a new feature called Time Running Pandemonium, and as of right now we don't really know what this new bit of content is going to be. For now though, all we have are some various fragments that suggest that it's going to be some sort of a time walking experience. But instead of time walking, this time will be time running. And maybe that alone is a clue, suggesting some kind of a maybe speed running event. Or maybe we should think of it from a much bigger scale, whereas players might be able to do time walking dungeons and time walking raids that let us re-experience a single piece of content. Time running may allow us to re-experience an entire expansion in a much bigger way. And based on some of the data mined strings, it is very possible that certain story chapters may be part of this experience for this Pandaria time walking event. Whatever they do though, I do hope to bring back the Timeless Isle all over again, as it is still one of the most memorable areas they've ever created from any expansion. A small island lost in time, perfect location to catch up your ults and even farm some collectibles, and is still a very much beloved piece of content by majority of the community. Patch 2.7 is also going to feature Troll and Draenei heritage armors. Hopefully this also means that both of these factions also get additional customization options on top of new cosmetics. We have no idea how many players I've seen begging for trolls to finally get beards so they can look just like their hero Vol'jin. And I'm sure that Draenei would also benefit greatly from some of the unique Lightforged customization options also. Plus, there's so much rich lore and history for both of them to pull from to create some of the best looking heritage armor sets, which are setting some high expectations. As of right now, it might not be a bad idea to start slowly leveling a Draenei or a Troll character ahead of time, just to have something close to ready in order to get your heritage armor sets as soon as possible. For now though, it is still unclear when we might be getting 10-7 over on the PTR. We do know that Season 4 content is going to be appearing on the PTR after 10-6 officially goes live in just a handful of days, or tomorrow if you're lucky to be playing in the NA region. But hopefully we'll start to see 10-7 PTR sometime soon or in the near future. And speaking of, 10-6 has already got a scheduled maintenance plan for Tuesday and Wednesday, with the NA realms getting access to this update before the EU region, which isn't atypical. But for many of you playing from the other side of the pond, which is quite a considerable amount of you guys that watch this channel, either from the videos or live streams, quite a lot of EU players are unhappy that the patch is going to be a bit spoiled to them once the NA realms get access first. For such a secretive update to be spoiled by one region before the other would be a little bit of a waste, so players have been asking for Blizzard to make it a global release, similar to how they've been able to handle the classic Season of Discovery launch as well as its phase updates. I want to pass it off to you guys in the comments down below though. How do you think they should have handled the 10-6 launch, which looks like it is still being handled like normally, with NA getting the realms right before EU? Would you have preferred to release it globally at the same time, or are you perfectly okay with the NA region, quote unquote, get into beta test this new patch before the EU region gets a more stable version of it? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments down below. In other news, they recently fixed up the Hearthstone Anniversary event a bit. One of the few changes they made in a blue post was to extend this event by a few extra days, with the new deadline for the Hearthstone event now being March 22nd, which gives every player until the end of this week to clear out the event of its cards, mounts, and other forms of collectibles. They've also changed the event a bit as well, with all 3 portals now spawning in all 3 locations at once, with the portal opening outside of Orgrimmar, in Stormwind, and Wildraken at the same time. These portals also now spawn once every 30 minutes instead of once every hour, which means that every player now has a lot more chances per day to obtain all of the Hearthstone themed collectibles. And if you are going for these collectibles, you should definitely focus on the mount, the pet, and the Hearthstone table first, as well as the inventory bag primarily. But any of you that are farming up the cards just to get the new achievements unlocked, you can still keep doing that after the event has long been gone, as this most recent update now allows players to start earning Hearthstone card packs by winning rounds with a Hearthstone game board toy. And you will continue to earn additional cards to add to your collection way after the event has finally passed, which means that 2 players could use the toy board to farm up all of the cards in, I don't know, like in 30 minutes maybe, depending on how long your Hearthstone matches take. So be sure to collect all of the other collectibles and transmogs first before focusing on any of the cards. But for now, that's going to be everything we know so far regarding the patch 10-7, 10-6, as well as the Hearthstone update. I want to thank all of you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. As per usual, if you guys enjoyed this video or found it informative, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I would very much appreciate it. And as always, in the description of every single video and live stream, we have a link to our Discord community channel, probably the best place to reach out to me directly in case you want to let me know what you thought about this video or hang out with the rest of the community to discuss some of the upcoming changes. Join our Discord to become part of the community. But otherwise, thank you all so much for watching this video. I do hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know all of your thoughts down below. And as always, I'll see all of you guys in another video.